All right, it's time to make stuff. All right, this is the Raspberry Pi. This is the original Raspberry Pi kit. I want you to have a good look at this Raspberry Pi box that I purchased. And you might have the Raspberry Pi 2. You might have an Arduino or another type of kit based on one of these boards. But I want to talk about just getting the barest essentials started in putting one of these things together. When you look at the Raspberry Pi manual that you see right here, the first thing that it has you doing in this manual is to have you begin to interface with the Raspberry Pi, getting started, getting up and running. It gives you information on the board itself, on the components of the board, which is great, and so on. And then it shows you how to wire the board, choosing your distros for Linux. In fact, on the card that comes with this maker kit, you have several distros that are talked about in here. And it tells you how to boot up, getting started booting up, getting it connected to your computer. But what it doesn't show you is how to make it look like this. How to get it ready to interface with the computer and to have it isolated enough that you can use it. Right? What do I mean by isolated? You don't want to grab this board and use it without having this box. This box is here for a purpose. The purpose is to isolate the box from electromagnetic interference, not interference, but really from shock, electrostatic shock. And so you need to get it in this box before you start playing with it too much. So the first thing that you want to think about is when you are using the box, it comes in a lot of the components. A lot of the components come in an anti-static bag. This is the anti-static bag for the box itself. So while you are putting this together, after you remove it from this 8 gig element box, you should keep the board itself on the anti-static bag until you begin working on it. All right, then you need to start constructing the box. So this is the one that I put together. I want to give you a good look at it. As you can see, there's the HDMI port on that side. I have the screws on the top and the nuts. They're not in perfectly, but they are in. And one of the most important things is the interface ribbon cable that you see here that will go to the breadboard. And then you can see the bottom of the board here. So the way that I put this together, and I'm not sure this is 100% the absolute best way to do it, but this is what I did. I made, first of all, put together the sides and the front, and then put the board in such that all of the interfaces fit the way they should. Got some S-video there, got audio, got the SD card, got HDMI, got the, I have the USB and also the RJ45 there for networking. All right, so the three sides, once I have the three sides fit in, these ends can still open up a little bit. Got the front board, not the front board, but the top of the case in, and the bottom of the case in, and kind of manipulated the whole thing together until I got the back end in, and it all snapped together fairly well. Now, this box will fall apart if you do not use these screws here and the nuts and that hold together. As you can see, mine are rising a little bit above the case because I'm actually in a hotel room now, and I'm not using a screwdriver. No, I am using a hunting knife. Yes, because I did not bring any tools with me like an idiot. So I've been trying to put it together with a hunting knife. I don't have any tweezers or anything, so it's not fully together. But now it is ready for the ability to have it interface with the major and the minor breadboards that are included in the kit, and I'm ready to go. All right, so that's just a little bit about putting together the Raspberry Pi make kit that has the entire manual and all the parts you need to create multiple projects and use Linux and interface through HDMI and other means, become a maker. All right, that's it. Have fun!